Hey there, Sally. It's me, Morgan, your big sister. Remember me, don't you?
Ugh, fantastic. Just what I needed today.
Is that any way to greet your dear big sister?
Tell me why you're messaging me so this conversation can be over as soon as possible.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're still mad about what happened 3 years ago. Isn't it about time you got over that?
I will never get over it. You hit on my husband, slept with him, kept sleeping with him, slept with him some more, and then got him to divorce me so the two of you could get married. You even got Mom and Dad to take your side somehow. I no longer want anything to do with any of you, ever again.
Oh, come on. What was I supposed to do? He's handsome, charming, and filthy stinking rich. You didn't tell me he was set to inherit his parents' company until after you got married. How could I pass up an opportunity to land myself such a perfect guy?
You really just stole him from me for the money?
Well, duh, it was easy too. I'm prettier than you, more feminine than you, and better dressed than you. There's no way Ken would choose you over me.
You know, it's actually not shocking at all to find that out. You were just jealous of me and wanted his money. Congratulations on your loveless marriage, I guess.
Love? Who gives a rip about that? The only things that matter in this world are money and power. As long as you have both, you'll always be happy.
Do you really expect me to believe that you are happy with your life choices up until now?
Believe it or not, I don't care. But anyway, I message you because I have a super special announcement on this super special day.
Super, nah.
Me and Ken are officially married as of today. We just got back from the courthouse a little while ago.
Oh, how nice for you.
But wait, there's more. His parents are also sending us a fabulous vacation on a wedding present.
Again, how nice for you.
It's great having in-laws who both are rich and generous. We'll be spending 7 nights in a luxurious hotel. Isn't that just superfluous? You only went on a 3-day honeymoon with him, right?
That's not what superfluous means.
Oh, silly me. I'm so excited that I made an itsy-bitsy typo.
I'm pretty sure you just don't know what superfluous means.
So anyway, we're going to be spending 7 nights in Europe. We're going to Paris, Rome, London, Berlin, Amsterdam, Barcelona. We're going everywhere.
Again, how nice for you.
Ah, having big shot businessmen for in-laws really is the best. They're sending us on a first-class flight and putting us up in 5-star hotels. Now if you'll excuse me, we're leaving for the airport in just a few minutes.
Again, how nice for you.
You can stop pretending, Sally. I know that you're burning with jealousy that I'm getting the princess treatment after you got thrown away like garbage.
I don't really think I have anything to be jealous of in particular, seeing as though you're not actually going. The flight you're talking about is already full.
What?
The flight to Europe that you were talking about? I'm on it right now, and all the seats are full. So unless you're on board already and I just don't see you, you're not going to Europe today.
You're lying.
Nope, I'm not. After Ken divorced me, I started dating another guy, and we just got married today too. So we're going on our honeymoon to Europe now.
What? You have a boyfriend? You never told me about that.
Yep, and as a matter of fact, Ken's parents introduced us. They're also the ones who paid for this honeymoon for us.
But why would they do that for you? Ken divorced you. You're nothing to them anymore.
After you stole him from me, their relationship with Ken got worse and worse until they finally cut ties with him. We've kept in contact over the years, and I've lost track of how many times they've apologized for what you did to me. They hate you, Morgan.
I don't believe you, even if that's all true. That just means they're giving us the same vacation they gave to you.
Is that right? Are you sure about that? Have you even looked at your tickets? Where do they say you're going to?
What the? Cambodia?
Wow, Cambodia, huh? So, are you still gonna go?
Well,
Well, what? What are you gonna do, Morgan?
well, of course I'm gonna go. Cambodia is a beautiful place. We can go and see the old temples like Angkor Wat. It's gonna be a great vacation.
Oh yeah, I've heard of Angkor Wat. I have no doubt it's a beautiful place, but I've also heard crime is pretty bad there, especially in the capital city. Plus, the government is pretty authoritarian. Don't you think you should do some research before you go?
Oh, research is for losers. We're going first class and staying at a 5-star hotel. Why would I need to research anything?
Are you sure about that?
Plus, he's the heir to his family's business. Even if things get sketchy, we'll be fine.
Are you really so naive as to believe that just because Ken's parents are that rich, that you'll be safe wherever you go around the world? For real?
I'm not naive, I'm just being realistic. Like I said, money and power are what make the world go around.
Okay, well, then, where is this wealthy heir with all the things that make the world go round right now?
He said that he had to take care of some business in the morning, and that he'd meet me at the airport later on.
What business?
I don't know, he didn't tell me. And why does it even matter? I'll just meet up with him at the airport like he said.
Are you sure about that? Hasn't Ken messaged you yet this morning? It seems like something happened between him and his parents, and from what his parents told me, it sounds like it was a pretty big deal.
Oh, he just messaged me actually. Later, loser. I'm gonna talk to my hubby.
Morgan, I'm really sorry, but I can't go on the trip with you.
What? What are you talking about? What's going on?
It's the worst case scenario. Our parents said they're going to cut me out of their lives completely.
Oh no, really? But why?
They absolutely flipped out when I told them that you and I got married. They said that everything they told us about the trip was a lie.
But if it was all a lie, what are these tickets I got?
Well, the tickets are real, but they're for economy class, not first class. Plus, the hotel we're staying at isn't 5 stars. It's just a cheap local motel.
This is terrible. How could they do this to us?
Plus, I don't think that the trip itinerary is going to be anywhere near as fun as it sounds. When I looked into the hotel we're staying in, it turns out that it's in a really dangerous part of the capital city.
Oh no! But at least we still have each other. As long as we're together, it'll be great. Let's make the most of it.
Sorry, Morgan, but I just can't do it. I've decided that I'm gonna break up with you.
Ken, no, you can't.
When my parents told me that they were cutting me out of their lives, it was a pretty eye-opening experience. Like I could finally see what I've been blind to for so long. I love you, Morgan, but the only thing you love is my money. That's the only reason you were ever attracted to me. All you wanted was my family's money and power.
No, Ken, that's not true at all.
When I think about our time together over the past 3 years, you've done nothing but demand expensive clothes, bags, shoes, restaurants, trips, money, money, money. Plus, it's just about every other week that you ask me about the value of my family's stock portfolio and how well our company is doing.
Well, that's just because I love you so much that I wanted to make sure we would have a secure future together. If things started to get sketchy financially, then maybe I could get a part-time job or something.
You're not fooling anyone, Morgan. I can't be with you anymore. I know we just got married this morning, but I'm divorcing you.
Wait, don't do this, Ken. Don't abandon me like this.
You're too late, Morgan. I'm leaving the airport right now and going to see Sally one more time. I'm still in love with her, and I feel like if I act fast, then maybe there's a chance she'll forgive me.
This can't be happening to me.
Goodbye, Morgan.
Okay, well, fine. I'm going to Cambodia by myself, and I'm gonna have the time of my life without you. There's no way your parents would do this to you. You're their son. You're the heir of their company. I bet this is all Sally's doing. She's spreading around lies because she's jealous that we got married. She probably hacked your parents' phone and sent those messages to you. This is all her little scam to get back at me. I'm gonna prove it to you. Just you wait.
Sally, I'm sorry for everything. Please forgive me. Where are you right now? Can I come and talk to you?
Uh-huh. Oh, what the?
I just broke it off with Morgan. I want to get back together with you.
Are you drunk, Ken? Or have you just gone completely insane?
I'm not drunk, and I'm thinking more clearly than I have in years. I'm still in love with you. I don't want anything to do with Morgan anymore. She was only ever after my money. She's just a gold digger.
You realize we've been divorced for 3 years, don't you?
I know. It's taken me way longer than it should have to wake up, but I'm dead serious about this. I'm gonna turn my life around. I want to marry you again, Sally. What do you say, Sally? Will you marry me?
That's a very kind offer, but I'm married.
What? To who?
A guy your parents introduced me to after our divorce.
No way.
And we're on our honeymoon right now.
I don't believe this. Where are you going?
Our first stop is in Paris. We're staying in a hotel with a great view of the Eiffel Tower.
Paris. I've always wanted to go there. Please, Sally, forgive me. Take me back.
Not a chance. You cheated on me with my own sister, Ken. That's not the sort of thing you can get forgiven for.
I know, I messed up. Big time. But that's all in the past. I can see the truth now. You're my soulmate. You and I were meant for each other.
You should have seen that before you slept with my sister for a year, and then divorced me to be with her once you got caught.
Come on, Sally, please.
I have a new life. I'm finally happy for the first time in years, and I have no desire to speak to you ever again. Unlike you, my new husband loves me, respects me, and is always there for me. I love him and respect him too, and I'm grateful to him for picking me up when I was down. We vowed that we would make a family built on mutual trust and respect, and we have every intention of staying together for better or for worse, richer or poorer, in sickness and in health.
I've changed, Sally. You've got to believe me.
I'm glad that you've finally seen the error of your ways, Ken. Really, I am. But I have no room for you in my life right now. This will be the last conversation we ever have.
Sally, wait. Don't do this to me. Don't abandon me like this.
Goodbye, Ken.
Sally, please.
Sally, save me.
What do you want now?
I'm in Cambodia right now.
Wait, you actually went by yourself?
I thought that you were lying about everything. I thought it was going to be a great trip. I thought there was no way Ken's parent would do something like this to their own son. I thought that this was all a story that you made up to get back on us and get it married. I thought that you hacked Ken's parents' phones to send him those messages about cutting him off our lives. So I got on the airplane by myself.
You thought I hacked their phones? Are you serious? You know how terrible I am with technology. I can barely deal with problems on my own computer. So, you're really in Cambodia right now?
Yeah, but I realized the truth on the way here. The plane tickets were in first class, they were economy class, and the hotel wasn't 5 stars. It was just some local dingy motel. And when I got here, there were a bunch of scary looking people all around. I'm so terrified when I go out that I can't enjoy anywhere I go. Ken won't return my messages. My credit cards have all been deactivated and I don't have any cash.
I tried to warn you, didn't I?
Oh yeah, I guess you did.
You're on your own, Morgan.
No, Sally, please, you've got to save me. I need you.
even if I wanted to, and I don't, I couldn't. I'm in France right now.
Really?
I'm on my honeymoon, like I told you. We're in Paris, staying at a hotel with a breathtaking view of the Eiffel Tower. It's fantastic.
Paris? I thought I was gonna get to go to Paris. Look, I know you can't come here, but could you at least send me some money?
You want money?
Ken gave me a credit card so I could use it while we were on our honeymoon, but when I tried to use it, it got declined. I called the credit card company and they said it had been deactivated. I have a ticket home, but I don't know how to fill out the paperwork to change my flight to an earlier date. I don't have enough money to the last rest of the trip.
I'm not giving you a dime.
Sally, please.
Why don't you try and give Dad a call? He might agree to help you out under certain conditions.
What conditions?
He told me to have you talk to him if you ever reached out to me for help. I don't know any specific details, but it sounds like it has something to do with Dad's company. He said that he would tell you everything directly, but that you need to contact him yourself.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, I didn't even know this, but apparently Dad started up his own company 2 years ago. Not that I care or anything. Well, in any case, I passed along that message like I was told to. Gotta go, my husband is calling for me. Bye-bye.
Wait a minute, so you're really not gonna help me? But I'm your sister, Sally. We're family. Sally!
My ex-husband Ken tried running back to his parents to get them to take him back, but they slammed the door in his face and had security throw him out of the premises. He was removed from his position as heir to their company and their estate, and was fired as well. He managed to get an entry-level position at a different company, making about 1/10 of what he used to, so he's currently learning to live within his means the hard way. As for my sister Morgan, my dad agreed to get her out of Cambodia on one condition. She would have to get married to a friend of his who was in his 50s, and she would never be able to divorce him. It turns out that my dad's company was on the brink of bankruptcy, and that friend had loaned him the money and needed to stay afloat in exchange for marrying my sister. Needless to say, this guy wasn't exactly my sister's type, but they did get married, albeit reluctantly on my sister's part, and she recently gave birth to a healthy baby boy. I guess her husband wants a daughter too, so they are currently hard at work trying to conceive once again. It's slightly ironic that my dad's company ended up going bankrupt after that anyway.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Annie. I hate beating around the bush, so I'll get straight to the point. Karen, what is it? It's about your husband, Arthur. As much as it pains me to say this. Oh, who am I kidding? It doesn't pain me at all to say this. You're acting really weird. Could you just tell me what this is about, please? Arthur is mine now. And we just got out of our hotel room after an evening of, well, I think you know. Let me get this straight, Karen. Are you telling me right now that you're having an affair with my husband? That's right. Actually, it's been just about a year since we started seeing each other. We're deeply in love. How did you even meet Arthur? Oh, it's a simple story, really. I started working at Arthur's company, that's all. And since I've got nothing to hide anymore, I may as well tell you that I had every intention to make him mine from the moment I applied. I'm just as gifted in the workplace as I am in the bedroom, so I was a shoo-in for the position. And that was precisely what made Arthur go head over heels for me. Oh, Annie, if only you were more of a woman, then maybe it wouldn't have been so easy to take Arthur from you. Is there more to this conversation, or is that all you wanted to say? What's up with that reaction? You've told me that you've been having an affair with my husband for a year, so is that it? You met, you slept with him, and now you're telling me about it? I've got all that, so let's keep this conversation moving forward, if you don't mind. You're something else, Annie. You said you hate beating around the bush, right? Well, so do I. Oh. All right, fine. Have it your way. So anyway, early next month, I'll be taking a week off from work. Would you like to know what I'll be doing? I'll be going on a week-long vacation with Arthur. I see. And while we're away, I need someone to look after my 3 kids. And since you're just a housewife, I thought I could just have you take care of them. Huh? While you were planning this big reveal to me, do you honestly think that I would just agree to babysit your kids while you sleep with my husband? You have no choice but to say yes. Why? Because I'm a strong, independent woman who successfully balanced a high-achieving career and being a single mother. And you're nothing but a housewife. Any time you'd like to start making sense would be great, Karen. You made a pretty big leap in reasoning there, and I'm gonna have to ask you to show your work. Wow, Annie, I had no idea you were so dull. You still have no idea what sort of position you're in, do you? What position would that be? Your days as the pampered and spoiled housewife of a rich and successful entrepreneur are about to come to an abrupt end. Your beautiful little house of cards is about to come tumbling down. And when it does, you're in for an extremely hard awakening when you hit rock bottom. Let me see if I've got this straight. You're saying that if I divorce my husband, that I'll have no one to take care of me since I don't work? Are you threatening me? Threatening? Heavens, no. I would never dream of threatening you, Annie. I'm giving you some valuable information. Reality apparently hasn't set in for you yet, so let me be clear. If you don't want to find yourself a divorced woman with nowhere to go and no one to help you, then be a good little girl and look after my kids while we're away. Got it? Let me repeat. Did you really think that this little game of yours would work on me? Obviously, yeah. I think that any rational person in your position would realize you've been totally defeated and just do exactly as I say. What do you say, Annie? You'll look after my kids for me, right? Not a chance. Excuse me? There's not a snowball's chance in hell that I'm gonna look after my husband's mistress's kids while they're out on a romantic getaway. You'll have to hire a babysitter or something. I'm not doing it. You are unbelievable, Annie. Do you still think you're in any position to be saying no to me? You don't want to get divorced, do you? Think about your daughter. If you don't want the both of you to get kicked to the curb, penniless and hopeless, then do what I say and watch my kids during our vacation. Hey, Jack, got a minute?
Sure. Annie? What's up?
There's been some activity from you-know-who concerning you-know-what, and we need to move fast. Are you good to go?
Wow. From the sound of things, this is pretty serious. The last we talked, you were planning on waiting until your daughter's summer vacation was over.
Yeah, this can't wait that long anymore. We gotta move soon. And by soon, I mean by next month.
Sheesh.
Can you do it?
Well, I mean, from my position, it's really the sooner the better type of thing. But good grief, what happened?
It looks like Arthur's punishment is going to come sooner than I expected.
Go on.
Earlier this afternoon, Arthur's mistress texted me personally and blew the lid on their whole affair.
No way! For real?
It gets worse. She said that she and Arthur are going on a week-long vacation early next month, and, get this, she's now demanding that I take care of her 3 kids for her while they're away.
What?
I was originally planning to hold off for a bit longer, but now that my daughter could get involved, I think the time for holding off is over.
Holy smokes. What is that woman's problem? Like, is she clinically insane?
It wouldn't surprise me at all if she was. But in all honesty, I think that rather than mental illness, her real problem is just that she's an amoral, home-wrecking, slimy harlot with absolutely no conscience.
Oof. Don't hold back. Tell me what you really think about her.
Oh, don't worry. I have no intentions of holding back or looking after her kids. After all, I'm really not in as weak of a position as she thinks I am. Quite the contrary, she's so blissfully unaware of what's really going on and what I have in store for her. To be honest, I feel kind of bad for her.
Ha! Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in her position right now either. All right then. Let's meet up at my house to discuss the specifics of where we go from here. Can you come over on Saturday?
Is it all right if I bring my daughter along with me?
Yeah. My wife's going to be taking our son over to her folks' place for the day, so we'll just have your daughter go along with them.
Thanks. I'll talk to her personally when I can, but please give her my thanks in advance, will you?
Just did. She says, don't mention it. I'm glad to help.
All right, so Saturday at 10 a.m.? Does that sound okay?
Got it. Let me know if there's anything you need me to prepare in advance.
Thanks, Jack. See you Saturday. Hey there, Annie. Arthur and I are leaving for our vacation tomorrow. When will you be coming to pick up my kids? I'm pretty sure I already told you I'm not babysitting for you. Oh, please, Annie. Give up the ghost. You're not fooling anyone. You know just as well as I do that you can't say no to me. Honestly, I don't care if you get divorced or not. It's all the same to me. Either way, Arthur is still mine, and you're still a loser. But as long as you're married, we'll always have a babysitter to take care of my kids for me, which means I'll have more free time to spend with my Arthur. So, Annie, like I said, I'm a superior woman to you in every way, and if I wanted, I could make Arthur divorce you anytime I want. It's out of the kindness of my heart that I'm allowing you to stay married to him. For now. Oh, would you look at the time? We need to get going. I'll just drop my kids off at the curb in front of your house. You can handle things from there. Make sure you feed them some proper meals, okay? Karen, I told you I am not taking care of your kids. And I told you, unless you want your sweet little daughter thrown out on the streets, yes, you are. No, I literally cannot babysit your kids. I have to work today. What? I'm not a housewife anymore. I have work today, so I sent my daughter over to my parents' house to look after her until the evening. And they'll have their hands full with her. They can't look after your kids, too. What? So what, you got yourself some part-time job? A janitor or something? Nope, I'm actually a regular full-time employee. In your dreams, what company would hire some housewife like you? What skills could you possibly have to offer them? So yeah, I'll drop my kids off in front of your place. See you in a week. Annie, where are you and where are my kids? Oh, hello, Karen. I see you made it back from your vacation. Obviously! I just came to pick up my kids. But Arthur said that all of your and your daughter's things are completely gone. The house is empty. What on earth is going on? Where are my kids? Don't tell me you just abandoned them out on the street. Nah, don't worry. I'd never do a thing like that. Don't tell me not to worry. Where are my kids? Your kids should be all safe and sound at your ex-husband's place. What? My ex-husband? Yeah, I figured that since they're his kids too, that he'd like to know what was going on with them. It just so happens that the husband of a friend of mine used to work with your ex and still had his phone number. So he gave me your ex-husband's phone number and I gave him a call. What did you do, Annie? Me? I didn't do anything. But as for your ex, as soon as he got to my house and saw that you actually did just abandon them on our front lawn, he put them right into his car and took them back to his house with him. No! How could you do this to me? Again, I didn't do anything. However, your husband will likely be suing you for custody over what you did. So I would recommend getting a lawyer and preparing to pay out money in child support. You monster! Who do you think you are? Fine, that does it. I'm going to make Arthur divorce you, so I recommend you get a lawyer if you can afford one. Is that so? You'll soon learn that you should have simply shut up and done what you were told. While you were enjoying your pampered existence as a housewife, I was out there in the real world making something of myself. Now you're going to see exactly what a cruel place the real world is. Did you not see me say I'm a full-time employee? Oh yeah, I saw your lies. Listen, Karen, I guess you didn't know this, but the reason I was a full-time housewife for about a year was just an issue of timing and circumstances. What is that supposed to mean? When I made the decision to resign from my old company, I was already planning to work with my brother Jack, who was in the process of starting up his own company. But due to a number of circumstances within the company and the industry overall, that company ended up going bankrupt before I actually resigned. Unfortunately, my brother wasn't quite ready to launch his company when that happened, and my daughter had just started kindergarten to boot. So I figured that rather than get some random job at a place with the intent to quit that job in less than a year, I would spend that free time studying up to obtain some new certifications I would need to work with my brother's company. And I just passed my final tests last month. And so, as of last week, I am officially an employee at my brother's company. I see. Originally, I wasn't planning to start work there for another few months, but since you decided to enact your brilliant scheme of threatening me with divorce if I didn't watch your kids while you slept with my husband, I talked to my brother and had him move up our plans a few months. Okay. I really do feel bad about petty issues between adults having an impact on my daughter, but to be fully honest, she never really liked her father anyway. On the other hand, she always loved my parents, and now that we've moved in with them, she is absolutely thrilled to be able to play with her grandma and grandpa every day. So, it's probably better for her this way. So, you mean... Yep, you guessed it. Thanks for your advice about getting a lawyer, but I actually already had one, and he's now hard at work on a lawsuit against my husband for his affair. And of course, you'll be getting served as well, so be prepared for that. No! Oh, and one more thing. Arthur's getting fired as president of his company. He is? I was never involved with his company, so I don't know the specifics, but word on the street is he repeatedly broke the ethics rules that he himself set for the company's executives. Ironic, huh? Wait, hold on. This can't be happening. None of this was supposed to happen. Everything was going according to plan. How could things possibly turn out this badly for me? You know, there's a word for what's happening to you right now. What is it? Karma. In any case, there's no point in me continuing this conversation with you, so I'll go ahead and take my leave here. You'll be hearing from my lawyer within a few days with all the details of my lawsuit against you. Can't we talk about this like adults? Nope. Bye. Arthur and I got divorced a month after that. I sued the both of them for their affair and won a hefty judgment. I also sued Arthur for child support, so he'll be on the hook for that until she's 18. Not long after that, Arthur was removed from his post as president of his company. He inherited that position from his father, who founded the company, and he was so furious that he's now forcing Arthur to make ends meet as a day laborer in the company's factory. As for Karen, she lost custody of all 3 kids to her ex-husband, and the shoe's on the other foot now. She's the one who will have to pay child support to him. Word about her illicit affair with the now former president, my ex-husband, spread throughout the company, and after a while she couldn't stand being the subject of constant ridicule and quit her job. Karen holed herself up in her apartment for a few weeks after that, but her parents came along to slap some sense into her and got her a job somewhere with company housing close to the office. Apparently, she actually is an incredibly talented worker, so if she can just manage to fix her atrocious personality and lack of morals, she might actually be able to turn her life around. But frankly, I'm not too optimistic about that.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.